Afternoon and welcome to Sports Shorts Daily. I'm Tommy Krysan, live at Court Street Cafe in Port Allen. Be sure to connect with them on Facebook and Instagram. An afternoon version here on a Monday of Sports Shorts Daily. Ronnie Rant's very busy. I can tell you, just news a few minutes ago, the Baton Rouge Rougarou game tonight, Monday night, has been canceled due to weather and field conditions. They're scheduled to be home Tuesday and Wednesday. Be sure to connect with the Baton Rouge Rougarou on social media or go to brrougarou.com for complete information. But tonight's game, the Basin battle between the Acadiana Cane Cutters and the Baton Rouge Rougarou, has been postponed, has been canceled. It was going to be a big night, big event, but the weather and Mother Nature wouldn't let it happen. So we're going to do an abbreviated version of Sports Shorts Daily for you here today. Appreciate you watching on Facebook, YouTube, wherever you might be. Be sure to like and share this video and connect on with Sports Shorts on whether it's the Facebook or the YouTube. You can always keep everything going. You can connect with me, Tommy Krysan, on social media. You'll have all the information. So pretty good stuff there. Hey, we're going to talk about a few things today. LSU football continues to get commitments, verbal commitments, albeit, and they keep rolling them in. Brian Kelly. But the SEC media predictions came out. I repeat, media predictions. Had LSU picked fifth in the SEC West. They did not get a vote to win the SEC title, although Vanderbilt did. That could be a story for another day. I'll go over some thoughts about the SEC predictions. I heard an interview with Charles Barkley this morning with Dan Patrick, one of my favorite shows, and he talked about the possibility of going to the Live Tour. Said he'll know by Thursday. He is playing in the Pro-Am event associated with the Live Tour event up in New Jersey. He's playing Thursday. He said he'd know the answer whether he was going to live or not as an announcer by Thursday night. Also, Major League Baseball continues to roll on. Trade deadline comes up a little over a week on August the 2nd. Going to have some people that get moved, no question about that. We'll wait and see. Baseball Hall of Fame yesterday. I got some strong thoughts about that. The induction ceremony, I think it was a bad day for baseball, or maybe it was a different day. If you put David Ortiz in the Hall of Fame, who tested positive for physical and for PEDs, he was named in the Mitchell report, you need to let all the guys who cheated in. Ortiz is a cheater. So let them all in. Let Barry Bonds in, Alex Rodriguez, Mark McGwire, and all of those people, Roger Clemens. Let them all in if you're going to let Ortiz in. Okay, so maybe that opened the door for all those other guys, Sosa. I mean, we can go down the list of people that should be in, but I think it was they kept saying they weren't going to put the steroid users in, and they put Ortiz in. You can draw your own conclusions on that, but I think I don't want to say a sad day for baseball because maybe it means Bonds and Clemens and Sosa, McGuire, Palmeiro. Maybe it means all them guys can now get in because on the field they clearly deserved it. Now, the next thing that comes up is should they let Pete Rose in? Absolutely not. That should never, never, never happen. And if you want to know why, I can send you a long article about why that should never happen, written by James Pilcher of the Cincinnati Enquirer. So that's that. The New Orleans Saints report tomorrow. The veterans do. They've had some people in there already. All NFL teams will be in by tomorrow with begin their training camp. Before you know it, you'll have a Hall of Fame game, 3 preseason games, 17 regular season games. Expectations are high for the New Orleans Saints. No question about that, and we'll get into some of that today. But they did come out last week, the PUP event. There are 2 Saint players, Marcus Davenport and Michael Thomas, who have been put on the PUP list, PUP, physically unable to perform. Now, what that does is it means they can't practice with the team. They can go to team meetings. They can use the training facilities, the athletic room. They can do everything but practice with the team. It does free up roster spots for other players to come into camp. Because, a lot of guys come into camp and they're never going to make the team, but you need those camp bodies in a camp at all NFL situations. They can be activated off the PUP list at any time, but then they fill a spot on the roster. So, we talked about this on Sports Shorts Radio this past Saturday. Hunter McCann and Ronnie and I talked about it. I don't think you need to be worried today. What's today? July 25th. I don't think you need to be worried today. But I think if this lingers a little closer to the season, then you might want to – we got a yellow flag now. It's not a red flag. So you might want to pay attention to it closer. But we're going to keep an eye on the Saints for you here on Sports Shorts Daily. course, Sports Shorts Radio every Saturday. All that good stuff. We'll keep an eye on that for you. Once again, I'm at Court Street Cafe here in Port Allen. Had a nice crowd when I got here, a little late lunch crowd going on. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, 6 days a week. Connect on Facebook and Instagram with Court Street Cafe Port Allen. They do a great job of posting the lunch specials, the dinner specials, daiquiri machines behind me, and anything else they might have going on. Like last week when they participated in West Baton Rouge Restaurant Week, and that was a huge success for Court Street Cafe and many others. 805 Court Street, just a couple of minutes the other side of the bridge. If you're coming from downtown Baton Rouge, you can make it in here and get things done and get it all in order and get back to work in a timely fashion. Please like and share this video. We really appreciate you doing that. That helps things out. Once again, Ronnie Rance is unavailable today. He's very busy. The Baton Rouge Rougarou game tonight, Monday night, has been canceled due to field conditions and weather. Okay, they had a big night planned playing the Acadiana Cane Cutters, who beat Baton Rouge last night 6-3 over at Fabacher Field in Youngsville. We had that game on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. A couple of odd things. They were like combined 26 strikeouts. I guess some guys need that in practice. And the Cane Cutters led the game 2-0 through 7 innings and did not have a hit. They led 2-0 through after 7 innings and did not have a hit. Wow. Just when you think you've seen it all at a ballpark, you show up and you're going to see something different. Now, the game ended up 6-3 Cane Cutters. They went up 6-0. Rougarou battled back top of 9, got 3 runs in, actually had the tie-in run at the plate, and the Cane Cutters were able to shut it down. So, the Cane Cutters won last night. Now, big announcement. The Rougarou have made the playoffs. 4 to 5 teams in the Texas Collegiate League make the playoffs. It's a wood bat league. And you got to mark your calendars right now. Save the date for Tuesday, August 2. 1 week from tomorrow, Tuesday, August 2, a home playoff game for the Baton Rouge Rougarou. Opponent to be determined. There's going to be specials going on, lots of things happening. They're going to give away $1,000 to the youth team that brings the most kids to the ballpark. Lots of things happening. Next Tuesday night, it's a playoff game. Now, they play again Tuesday and Wednesday this week at home. They also play Sunday night at home. They have a Saturday game back over to Acadiana. The Saturday and Sunday game will be on 104.5 ESPN Radio Baton Rouge. Tomorrow night, Tuesday and Wednesday, the Brazos Valley Bombers are in town. Get to Goolsby Field and check that out. But please mark your calendar, save the date for Tuesday, August 7th, Texas Collegiate League playoff game at Pete Goolsby Field in Baton Rouge. As we get a little closer to that, we'll certainly get you some more details and information on that. As I said, you can connect with me on social media. Tommy Chrysan, name's written on the screen there. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. I got the podcast, Talking Sports with TK. Let me get that up there for you. Available wherever you get your podcast, Talking Sports with TK, on all the major platforms. Check it out. We're going to be ramping those up with football season getting near with Trey Blossman, Anthony Gallo, Stephen Miller, Rick Robinson. We'll keep an eye on Major League Baseball. So be sure to hit up my podcast with TK wherever you get your podcast. Also, we talked about it a lot last year. Meat and Potatoes USA is gearing up for the football season, where you buy picks, your money back guarantee on most of the picks. You can win money at meatandpotatoesusa.com. More information coming up on that soon as well. All right, Rougarou again, canceled tonight, Monday the 25th. Scheduled to be home Tuesday, Wednesday, and Sunday this week. Road games Saturday. Saturday and Sunday games on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. And then next Tuesday night, playoff game, Tuesday, August 2nd. Please mark your calendars. We want to see you at Pete Goolsby Field. Go to brrougarou.com for complete information. brrougarou.com will get you all the information you need. You can get some merchandise, and they'll have plenty of info on all the specials that are coming up. That's brrougarou.com. We want you to check that out for sure. And, of course, don't forget our presenting sponsor here on Sports Shorts Daily, LeBare's Casino and Hotel, where you can bet on Major League Baseball, football season right around the corner. You can bet on all the futures and the prop bets in the NFL and NCAA as well. All right, back to the topic of LSU football. To continue to get verbal commitments, both 2023 and 2024, you can't have too many good football players. Give Brian Kelly and his staff credit but continuing to pound the recruiting pavement. That's what it's all about. Recruit, and then it's about recruiting. LSU football picked to come in 5th in the SEC West. I kind of thought 4th. We talked about that last week before the media voted. Keep in mind, the media's track record is not exactly brilliant with picking this stuff in the SEC over time. But, they get some right. But 5th in the SEC West, Mississippi State was 6, Auburn was 7. Everybody else that got picked ahead of LSU. Obviously got Alabama winning the West, Georgia winning the East. Maybe a surprise to some, but not to me because I called it on Sports Shorts Daily. Kentucky picked 2nd in the SEC East. We'll see what happens. Going to be interesting. College football right around the corner. The Sun Belt Conference got their media days going on, and I think everybody will be done. We'll start having reports from all the fall camps. Now, I talked about it last night on the broadcast of the Rougarou game. I think it's going to be a banner year for college football in Louisiana. Southeastern's picked to win the Southland. Southern Jaguars are picked to win their division in the SWAC. Louisiana Tech's going to be good. McNeese, all the Southland teams. Nichols will be good. So you got to get ready for all of that. Football could be a banner year. And don't forget about high school football. Louisiana has some of the best high school football in the nation due to a lot of great coaches and coaching staffs and players and the principals who do support high school football. I'm always going to ring the bell for high school football whenever I get a chance to, so do get in there. All right, perfect motivation spot for Brian Kelly. Chances referring to being picked 5th in the West. Now, here's the thing. I think you'd rather be picked 5th than 1st or 2nd at this point with Brian Kelly, first-year coach at LSU. I think that's where you want to be because now you can motivate, like Chance says, or you can, shoot for some higher goals and surprise some people. We'll just have to wait and see. Predictions are predictions. Sometimes they're right, sometimes they're wrong, sometimes they're almost right. Sometimes, it is what it is. But I thought they'd be 4th, but they were 5th, and we'll go from there. So LSU football, I haven't seen any reporting dates yet coming up for in the spring. For the fall camp, I haven't seen anything yet, but we'll pass that along as we'll have more Sports Shorts Daily later this week. Don't forget Court Street Cafe in Port Allen. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, 6 days a week. 805 Court Street. Come over the bridge, take the first right, second traffic light, take a right. 100 yards, look on the right. You'll see the patio out front. Plenty of parking available. Got the little bar area behind me with some new daiquiri machines. And I got everything you want to drink if you need a